So तपाईँ दाइ यो Garud Security, how did you think like म start गर्छु भनेर in a country you first security company हो नेपालमा?
No, not at all. We were one of the youngest when we started.
But definitely अहिले the most popular नै Garud होला.
Largest, yes, by far. अहिले चाहिँ, see, we started about 17 years ago. I'll just give you a background of me. I sort of left Nepal in 1990. Okay. 1991 तिर I left Nepal.
The year I was born. 1990.
त्यतिखेर मेरो education was mostly in Australia.
Okay.
So I lived in Perth, Australia for a long time. त्यही मैले पढाए पनि त्यही हो. I started working there and everything else. I came back to Nepal in 2002 को end मा. So after 12 years भनौँ न, बिचमा त obviously holidays मा आइन्थ्यो. But 2002 को end मा we started coming back. Like, why a security company? I did have some security experience while I was in Australia as well. But my actual study was in tourism.
Okay.
So it was tourism and mostly management. Management ma gare padhai chai. I came back to Nepal and त्यतिखेर it was a different sort of environment. I mean, it was still Sankat Kal थियो Nepal ma. There was still an insurgency going on. Not that much to do, especially not in tourism. Tourism industries were not doing good. So त्यतिखेरको time period was very different, and I always had this thought process that कसरी हुन्छ त? So there's always two parties warring, लडाइँ परिरहेछ, यहाँ छ, बाहिर जान हुँदैन, कहाँ explosions हुन्छ, काठमाडौँ बाहिर जान हुन्न भन्ने थियो. And my sister just got married in 2002 को 3 को beginning मा. I'm from a Shah family where mostly, telling you my background, my grandfather was the last field marshal of Nepalese army, Surendra Bahadur Shah. My father was famous Nepalko administrator, very staunch Rakhepako Sadasya Sachiv Sarat Chandra Shah. So I came from a very different sort of a Shah background where I'm the first one that has been in business basically.
Okay.
So my Binaju was from a Newar background, obviously very much a business thing. So he always, when we were discussing, when I was here, like he was like a really good friend to me. He was here and God bless his soul, he's already passed away. Binajule चाहिँ जहिले पनि के मर्जी भइरहेको थियो भने this war will never end, and we always used to think some sort of military army को background मा मान्छेहरू हामी. So it was like यो त लडाइँ नै हो नि त भनेर सोचिन्थ्यो. But he always said no, it is not the case. People who join the military or whatever is आफ्नो इच्छाले join गरे हो, गर्छु भनेर लड्छु भनेर join गरे हो. Whereas the people that you are fighting against in Nepal, the insurgents, because people are hungry. कुटो कोदालो छोडेर हतियार बोकेर आयो हो नि त उहाँहरू त. सो त्यो भन्दा केही न केही चिजले त इम्प्याक्ट पारेर आयो होला नि, राइट? त्यो भन्दाखेरि कसरी हुन्छ त त्यसलाई अगाडि कसरी लिएर जान्छ? सो द्याट वाज हिज आइडिया एन्ड ही ह्याड अ भेरी सिम्पल थिङ. अनलेस देयर इज इकोनोमिक डिटर्मिनिजम इन दिस कन्ट्री, where people are getting jobs, where people are getting paid, where people are being looked after, where people can, after family गर्न सक्ने हुन्छ, त्यो नहुन्छ, this war will never end. Something or other will keep on coming until there is economic determinism. He used to tell me. So त्यतिखेर I looked around, I studied tourism management पनि पढायो, tourism पनि गरे. So त्यतिखेर I came back to Nepal. So I was looking around, even the large tourism मा भएको large employers के हो त भन्दा large 5-star hotels. They used to employ 200, 300 people. झन् त्यो सङ्कट कालको टाइममा त बिचारा business was so bad.
Yeah, of course.
You can imagine. So there was not that much employment generation. So employment generation भइदियो भने economic determinism त आउँछ. So employment कसरी generate गर्न सकिन्छ त? So I thought of Nepalमा there was already, we were not the first private security company by far. I think the first private security company is Kathmandu Security भन्ने छ. It was led by, he's passed away, God bless his soul, ex-DIG Saab called Hansing Chamzung. So he was, I think, the first private security company in Nepal. The company still exists. It was first opened in 1990. We opened in 2005.
Okay.
So later on, that was when G4S was already here, long time back, international company. So
G4S international,
very much international. Really? G4S is the largest employer all over the world. They have over 6 lakh भन्दा plus मान्छे working for them
globally.
All over the world. Globally.
Wow.
So it's one of like Walmartहरूसँग माथि आउने one of the largest employers, okay, all over the world छ नि त उनीहरूको त. big chunk of it is just in our neighborhood country. India ma there's somewhere around 1.5-2 lakh त उनीहरुको त इन्डियामा प्राइभेट सिक्युरिटी छ अरे.
नेपालमा अहिले पनि छ?
They're very much here. They were the number one company. हामीसँग पछि अहिले बिस्तारै भएर हामी अलिकति माथि आयो. They still exist and very much international and proper planned सबै चिज भएको कम्पनी हो. It's not like that. So when we opened त्यसमा the idea was के भने what was just and what is right sort of employment. इम्प्लोइमेन्ट जेनेरेसन भने आउटसोर्सिङ भन्ने चिज नेपालमा भर्खर त्यो सिक्योरिटीको सुरु भइरहेको थियो कि. सो आई थट द्याट यु नो आउटसोर्सिङमा छिर्न सक्यो भने आउटसोर्सिङ राम्ररी प्रपरली म्यानेज गर्न सक्यो भने वी कुड प्रब्ली क्रिएट जब्स, वी कुड प्रब्ली क्रिएट एन इमेज वे यु नो वेयर मान्छे विदेशै गइहाल्ने नहोला अथवा यु नो जागिर त केही पाउँछ नि त.
सो पहिला चाहिँ कम्पनीहरूले के आफै नै हायर गरेर आफै नै ट्रेन गर्थ्यो आफ्नै एचआरमा राखेर?
सिक्योरिटी पहिलेदेखि अब भनौँ न 90s देखि त आउटसोर्स सुरु भइसकेको थियो. इट वाजन्ट आउटसोर्स. बट अहिले पनि प्रिडोमिनेन्टली हेऱ्यो भने द ओल्ड ब्याङ्क्सहरू के दे स्टिल ह्याभ पिपल द्याट आर अन द ओन पे रोल.
ए ओके.
कति रिटायर हुँदै हुन्छन् होइन. आउटसोर्सिङ भने त्यति कमन थिएन, त्यति फेमस थिएन भनौँ न. इट वाज नट म्यानेज गर्नलाई प्रपरली म्यानेजमेन्ट त हुनु पऱ्यो. आउटसोर्स गऱ्यो भन्दैमा लेबल मात्रै दिने त होइन नि. सो त्यो लेभलको कम्पनीजहरूलाई गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो, ग्रुम्ड अप भइसकेको थिएन होला. तर अहिले चाहिँ आउटसोर्सिङ मार्केट इज भेरी बिग इन नेपाल.
सो त्यतिखेरसम्म चाहिँ लाइक आफै गार्ड लिएर आउने, आफै ट्रेन गर्ने, ट्रेनिङ प्रोटोकल भन्ने के हुन्थ्यो?
अब नर्मली के हुन्थ्यो भने त्यतिखेर गार्ड्स भने म्याक्सिमम् सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स भन्यो भने ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा हो. So what they used to probably do is hire ex-servicemen, which we still do, right? Hire ex-servicemen, give them, you know, an एकजना ex-serviceman of a senior level को, manager level को, maybe ex-major, colonel, whatever level को एउटा मान्छे राख्यो security management, and they used to look after the whole concept. पछि चाहिँ अब आउटसोर्सिङ भने जस्तो भनौँ न फर इक्जाम्पल डिप्लोमेटिक कम्युनिटी, चाहे युएन भन्नुहोस्, चाहे अब यु नो एम्बेसिजहरू होस्, तिनीहरू त्यहाँबाट पनि एकदम आउटसोर्सिङ त विदेशमा त सुरु भइसकेको छ नि त. सो त्यहाँबाट पनि एकदम हाई डिमान्ड भएर नेपालमा आउटसोर्सिङ कम्पनीजहरूको राम्रो भनौँ आउटसोर्सिङ नट जस्ट इन सिक्योरिटी एज वेल, अरूमा फिल्डमा पनि सुरु भएको चाहिँ हो.
ओके. सो द्याट्स व्हेन यु केम इन. सो
द्याट वाज 2005 मा वी स्टार्टेड विथ गरुड सिक्योरिटिज होइन. द्याट वाज द फर्स्ट हो. अहिले we have somewhere around close to 5,000 people on our payroll.
So त्यो भनेको लार्जेस्ट हो, more or less भनौँ.
More or less हो मोडस्टली सेङ हो होइन. अहिले सिक्योरिटीमा त्यो छ. एन्ड वी हेभ अ फेसिलिटी म्यानेजमेन्ट कम्पनी एज वेल द्याट लुक्स आफ्टर. द्याट वाज ओपन ओन्ली अब 6-7 years पुरानो हो.
फेसिलिटी म्यानेजमेन्ट भनेपछि कस्तो भयो?
फेसिलिटी म्यानेजमेन्ट इज एनिथिङ एक्सेप्ट सिक्योरिटी. So security company gives you security, anything related to security, whether it means security guards, bouncers, I know about all sorts of different security related things. Facility management is housekeeping.
Okay. Right.
Messengers, drivers, kati plumbers, all that sort of, you know, plumber bhayo, timro ke ne, carpenters, handymen,
pretty much everything.
Gardeners, anything you can think of.
Right.
Office assistants. Everything you can, receptionists, cashiers, I can go on. So everything, basically.